Hey YouTube, what's up? Mike Nice here with a new series called Powering Up the Plants. It's pretty much off of MCole40's Perfecting the Gadgets, except for debris plants. So I'm going to start off with the side deck. I'm just going to show you guys my side deck and explain some of the choices and some other cards that you can side. And why I don't side them, and why I'd want to side them if I had room in my side. And stuff about that. So let's get on. Also, when you're building a side deck, try to keep cards that like almost every card in your side deck, unless there's like your locals is full of this one deck, but try to keep it that cards that work against multiple matchups. Like Crow works against a few matchups, like the Mirror, Frogs, and like there's a lot more. I just can't think of them. The Light Swarms, zombies pop up here and there, Infernities, and yeah. So Crow works against a few matchups. Thunder King is probably one of the most versatile cards inside deck. If you're not siding Thunder King, you're doing something wrong. Pretty much Thunder King, he's amazing in Sabers, Infernities, Gadgets, I side him against Glads, Blackwings, and decks that use a lot of searching. 2 Cyber Dragons, again, like a really versatile card. Siding against Machines, Blackwings, Glads, Frog Monarch matchup, for a few reasons. I can't really explain them. Pretty much just like, to get over their said Doot Frogs, and if they have just Monarch your monster, Cyber Dragon, I know Cyber Dragon can't get over it, but like you can Cyber Book, swing over, and I just feel Cyber's sort of good against the Frog Monarch matchup. Yeah. And then 1 Chimera Attack. I know this is kind of just for one matchup, Machina, but my extra deck's full, so I had to decide this. It was either this or Gungnir, so I kind of chose Gungnir. Speaking of Gungnir, Snowman Eater, I main 1 Snowman, side 1 Snowman. I side him in most games. Again, it's Machinas, Glads, Blackwings, X-Sabers. There's lots of different matchups you side against. Nobleman against Gravekeepers, Plants, and X-Sabers is really good against X-Sabers to hit their Dark Souls and Embers Blades. My body, I'm actually thinking about siding a second one of these because this card's just amazing against Blackwings, Glads, and a lot of different matchups. Blackwings, and it also stops Noblemans because yeah, it got added saying destroy, so I'm not sure. It might have always said, yeah, I think it always said destroy, but I'm not sure. But yeah, Nobleman. 1 space, I'm probably gonna bump this up to 2. They can find room again. This card's good against deck like anti-meta, any like Gravekeepers, you know, decks that like run cards that you don't like D-Fisher and stuff like that. 2 Decree, against all the trap heavy decks like Machinas, Infernities is the card's actually really good against. Blackwings, not X-Sabers, definitely not X-Sabers. I mean, you could stop the recalls, but I don't like against X-Sabers. I don't side this, actually, did I say Glads? Because I don't side this against Glads, because you really need the protection against Glads. Side against, like, anti-meta, all that stuff. And then 1 Chain Disappearance for Frogs and Mirror Match, and sometimes X-Sabers, depending on if they go, if they're one of the players that goes, like, flips up Dark Souls, then summon Full Helms, just so you can just Chain Disappearance it. The cards you could side, 3 Consecrated, I mean, not 3, just Consecrated Light you could side. I don't, because, first of all, let's talk about the Blackwing matchup. They have Icarus and, what's it called? Icarus, Book of Moon, and sometimes I side Cyber Dragons and Thunder Kings, or even main Thunder Kings, which makes it mediocre. I mean, this plus a Decree out can pretty much be really good, but if they have books, you know, and MST hurts this. And then I know I side my body, which can't help, but like I'm saying, it also hurts you a bit because in Debris, Caius, I'd say, is your main win condition. Synchros are mostly for, well, depends on what build. If you play the Decree build, then I'd say Synchros, but for me, Caius is actually my main win condition next to Titanial Stardust. So, yeah. And also, Caius you should be maining 3 of, because he's amazing. Gemini Imps against Gravekeepers. Oh, I'm not done with Consecrated. Sorry. Consecrated, also, another matchup is Gravekeepers. But they have Commandants that are Earth that can just smack this in the face. They have books, they have warnings. And I like siding spells against Gravekeepers mostly, because if they tribute you. I know a lot of stuff I say are a bit contradict each other, but I think about my side deck a lot, and after a lot of like testing the side deck stuff, I kind of just know, like, I said against Infernities and stuff, but really Infernities kind of fell off the side of the earth, and yeah. Also, these against Infernities, pretty much the only map, like I said, Infernities kind of fell off the map. This Infernities is one of the only really good matchup Consecrates in. It's not even that amazing because they have Book of Moons also. So Gemini Imps against Gravekeeper matchup. It's a +1 if they tribute you. But if they don't have tribute, then he's just a random 1000 beater. And whenever you're playing against Gravekeepers, you want to get the Necro Valley off the field as soon as possible. So they might not be able to tribute, and if they do first in tribute, Imp is amazing. He just smacks them in the face for like, and it's a good draw power actually. But people are siding out their tributes in Gravekeepers, so yeah, there's really no point in siding this. So you'll just have a dead 1000 beater. Breaker's actually really good. I'll probably find room for him in next regionals, because my locals doesn't really have that many Gravekeepers, but regionals, Gravekeepers are like everywhere. So Breaker's really good against Gravekeeper matchup, because you can just go summon, break Necro Valley, and then use 16, so you can run over all their attack positions, like Assailant and Descendant, because Necro Valley's gone, because you just popped it. Or you can not pop it and run over like a spy, then pop it if you want, or other way around. It doesn't really matter. A attack position spy, not a set spy. And then he's good against anti-meta, or against Decree matchups, because I main deck traps, but if you don't, then I don't know. Then he's also even better if you play Decree, because you can Decree and then they can't warning him, so pretty much they have to waste a book on him, and if they burn one of their books, you're in a really good position, because Debris Dragons and all that. So and if they want to burn a book, then I'm fine with it. And so yeah, he pops stuff pretty much. And also against D-Fisher and stuff, against those random macro decks. Yeah, so he's really good. And then maxing out on books if you don't already. This is the one I've been probably thinking about the most, maxing out on the books. So I was thinking, if I'm siding into Double Decree, which I do like a lot. If you're not playing if you're playing main deck traps, then definitely side into Decree, because they side and all their like trap hate against you. If you have Decree, you're gonna win that game, and they don't really expect it, because game 1 you like use all your traps against them. But so I was thinking, the matchups I play Decree in are like Blackwings, what's it called, Anti-Meta, Machinas, Gravekeepers. So out of those 4 decks, none of them I'd like to sidebook in, except maybe Blackwings, probably not. But so yeah, that's why I didn't decide to side the 3rd book. But if you already play the main deck decrees, then I'd definitely main deck book, or at least side the 3rd one. And it is very good against X-Saber, so if you have an X-Saber full local, siding a 3rd book's really good. And when 6 AMs come out, you should probably max out on the books, so when they summon their monster, you book it so they can't drop their Grandmaster or Keyzon and go off. E-Call first X-Sabers. I had this in for a really long time, but the fact is, you're only gonna get it off like 1 in 10 times, or maybe more, like 1 in 5, I guess, because they played like 2 to 3 trap stuns. They can run 7 tools, Solemn Warning. Some play Oppression still, Solemn Judgment if they want. And so pretty much they're gonna negate this a lot. And if they don't have a face of X-Saber, which I know, well, you can dead draw this. That's pretty much what I'm saying. And if they Cold Wave Hyunlei or something, and I mean and if they don't have 2 in the grave, I mean, but if you do get this off, you're probably gonna win that game. Like when I was playing against X-Sabers, he goes into Hyunlei, I go chain E-Call, bring back his Gothams and his Full Helm. So, and then last card, Malevolent Catastrophe, mostly against Gladiators, maybe Infernities, but probably not because they have barriers. But again, and Anti-Meta. Glads, again, are kind of falling off the earth because their matchups aren't very good this format. So Glads aren't really doing that great, and they've kind of died down because like it's their time to go. They've been around for like 2 years. They have to go. And then Anti-Meta, I'm saying this is probably the card you're gonna the best matchup for this card. But if you're siding into Decree like I do, then you really don't need Malevolent, and it's a trap, so that's why I'm not really maxing out on traps. I'm mostly maxing out on monsters. And playing Debris Plants, your spell and your monsters really are the most important cards of your deck. That's why you can pull off playing Decree in the main or side. And spells off Avarice and stuff. So yeah, that's like powering up the plants, #1. Tell me if you like this series. Give me some suggestions, like Doomcal. I was thinking, but I don't have a Doomcal, so yeah. But yeah, so give some suggestions and stuff, and also thumbs up the video if you like this, and also comment, say if you like this, and what else you want on my channel. So yeah, and definitely leave feedback if you think this helped, or if this didn't help, or stuff like that. So yeah, peace.